Cool. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Sports Talk with Big Sarge. I am here with, you know what? Here's the funny thing. I just practiced your name like 4 times, right? But I think that you can say it better than I can.
It's Matt Gagnon.
Yeah, right. Mr. Matt Gagnon. Now, we're here at the 2018 Mastering Manhood Conference, and I had the honor and the pleasure of being able to be in your breakout session. And let me just say this. It's almost, listening to you talk is almost like I could see myself just to, like, I won't say, we'll say a light-skinned version, Cajun. Lou, you from Louisiana? But, so how did, you know, and I heard your story, but my listeners need to hear it as well.
Yeah.
How did you come to the realization that it was time to make a change?
I was pretty much broken. I mean, I was sick, broke. I couldn't control things on my own anymore. I was powerless. And it was time to just surrender. Because I was in a spot where I was either going to die young, or I was going to have to find a way forward. So, I mean, that was it. I mean, basically, I got really sick. I went on disability. You know, my dad had passed away. You know, my son was born, but my wife had a hard time during the pregnancy. I mean, everything was falling apart, and my mental health was slowly falling apart, too. Everything. And so I just had to surrender control.
Wow. And so what advice would you give? Because there are a lot of men especially who are going through the exact same thing right now, who is almost living your story. What advice would you have for them?
Yeah, my guidance for people is figure out your values. Because the reason I got so burned out and broken was because all my values are defined by other people. You know, I lived a life for others. I didn't live a life for myself. I didn't live a life for my faith. So I was completely lost. So figure out what your core values are. Figure out who you are. Like, actually, what is your purpose on this planet? What are you supposed to be doing every single day? What is that one thing you think about doing every single day? What would your life be like if you actually did it? So just because you're successful at something, you make a lot of money doing it, doesn't mean you're supposed to be doing it.
Ah, okay. I definitely understand that. Now, last question. Do you still live your high school football memories like Al Bundy?
No, I'm not wearing my varsity jacket around the house and stuff. But, you know, those are some fond memories, though, too. And I have mixed feelings about it, though, too, because the same love that I had for that game, like, also caused me, I had a lot of concussions, and I'm paying for that price now. But I don't blame football. That was my fault. I was a human battering ram. Like, you know, I could have sat down. I could have said, look, I'm hurt, but I didn't speak up. So, you know, I really appreciated those memories and that time, the fellowship, you know. But that's the thing. I learned I could replace football with a tight inner circle of men in my life. Yeah. That's what I valued, was having the great figures in my life. So I found that instead. So I don't have to relive the football days. I can have that right now just by having great men in my life, men of faith, men that hold me accountable, men that pour into my life, and I can pour into theirs. It's the same thing.
Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it.